All right, guys.
Roll the intro.
And then I guess it goes right here.
Here we go right here.
Is it playing?
Yeah.
And I have a strong
okay.
feeling that Julio will be playing it as I say this.
I thought
No,
it would
already
be playing.
it already played. He edited it in post.
Okay.
And he's editing this in.
Yeah, he's editing this part out. Welcome to
I saw a bus driver debacle on the way over here.
Really?
I saw a
No
bus driver.
fucking way.
Yeah, listen. I saw two bus drivers. Well, one bus driver. The other one was in a bus. But one, first of all, I've never seen one just walk down the street. I didn't know that they
I see
could
that
do-
all the time.
Really?
I see
Yeah.
the bus driver walk.
The bus driver always parks on my street, gets out, and goes to the store.
That's crazy.
See it
not
every
a
day.
When I was
It's
in-
not crazy to me anymore.
When I was in Oakland, I was on the bus. I was taking a bus to Berkeley, and the bus driver pulled over for 5 minutes and just started watching YouTube on his phone.
They do that sometimes whenever
keep
they
the routes.
Yeah, when they
Yeah.
like switch shifts or it's like a weird one in the
okay.
middle of the day and they have to hit the time.
Yeah.
If they're too fast, they will stop over at a place where like a bunch of people are going to get on and they will just fucking park it and watch YouTube.
yeah.
That's
together.
crazy.
It
I
is
think it's a
crazy.
great job to have.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I saw this bus driver, one bus taking a really fucked up turn, and this bus driver on the street screams at the other bus driver and says, "Hey, who the fuck told you to take a turn that wide? What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Wow.
And the bus driver that was driving, double middle finger Homer Simpson style,
Whoa.
going down into the sand pit.
Turn my headphones up.
And he was the guy on the street was
Yeah, yeah.
fuming. And as the bus walks away or drives away, this bus driver starts walking in the same direction, like screaming at him.
Oh my God.
It was amazing beef that I'd never even
Bus
considered.
driver beef.
I thought they all were on the
Bus
same
beef.
side
Yeah,
because
because they always get on to when they switch shift, and they're like, "Aha!
Yes.
You see this?
yeah, and they honk at each other when they drive by each other.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed that.
I've noticed that.
It's a little honk
But I
and
guess it
wave.
makes sense because you know what? They must hate being around each other because I ain't never seen two bus drivers on the same bus.
That's true.
No.
that
That's
one
very
gets
rare.
on, the other one gets the fuck off.
Well,
I've never
exactly.
seen a
Well,
bus
fucking outta
driver.
here.
except in a double decker.
A bus driver driving another bus driver home. I've never seen that.
Never seen it.
But you
the
gotta-
second a bus driver gets on, the other one leaves. He pieces out.
I feel like the honk and wave thing I've always thought was like because they know each other, but maybe it's like the Jeep wave.
It's
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's like,
It's
this
Jeep
guy's
wave.
also driving a bus.
Yeah.
How much
Like,
can
how
they know
rare
each other?
is
It's
that?
not like they have. It's not like they're all sitting next to each other. That's
No.
just all. They don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. What? They don't spend time with each other.
They don't have like there's not like a break room.
It would be like if you. It's like if you worked at McDonald's and you were traveling and you saw someone across the country who worked at a different McDonald's.
You go
You'd
up to
honk
them.
and wave to them because
Exactly.
you give them a little respect because you're still wearing your McDonald's uniform when you're on vacation.
I know what it's like.
yeah,
Standing
exactly.
there at McDonald's. No,
That's
I
gotta
don't
be-
miss the one back home.
It's gonna be pretty weird getting to work every day and your job is a car that you get
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I got to go to work and it's a car.
Well, bro, that's truckers' lives every day.
As well as Uberers.
And yeah,
You know, see, I didn't even
do
consider.
they
this.
have lot lizards for Uber drivers?
They do.
I think I'm one.
Yeah.
I think I am one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Is that how you tip?
Well, with conversation. Because
Sparkling wit.
Because you know that I put on my Uber profile loves to talk, and then I
Loves
get
to
in there.
chat.
Yeah, I get in there and I start talking to them about different food. I asked them if they were the Uber driver who delivered my food earlier that day.
Uh-huh.
They usually aren't. But
Do you know
sometimes
the
they
one
are.
who did?
Yeah. So do you know Ramon?
Yeah.
Do you know Ramon?
I'm sure that
Maybe
works
this will
in a
jog your
small
memory.
town.
Wendy's.
Yeah.
Maybe this will jog your memory. Your food's here. Yeah, that's what he sounds like. He's a really nice guy.
Driver or order for Caleb.
Yes. See,
Yeah.
that's like Ramon is like a classic neighborhood staple. He's always walking around with a bag of my food and bringing it to my house.
Yeah. Hey, we all know this guy. We know this Uber. I'm sure that happens in small towns though, because there's like, I've taken Ubers in like New Hampshire where it's like the same driver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You get dropped off and picked up from the bar by the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they always are like, so how was your night?
Ah, you had a
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah, fuck.
You
supposed to
remember
invite
me
them.
from before.
Yeah, exactly.
supposed to know to
They
invite
have been
them.
Yeah.
grinding for $4 an hour.
They've been waiting outside the bar.
You've been spending 100 times their daily salary.
Yeah.
On 16 beers.
On 16 beers and arcade games.
Yeah.
At Blue Post on New Year's Eve.
What's
And
Blue
then
Post?
It's a bar.
Oh, is that the one we
Hometown.
went to?
Yeah, with the Papa Shot and stuff.
That was a good
Yeah.
spot.
I fucking love that bar.
That place was
It's a
cool.
good bar.
Every
Yeah.
bar should have a pool table, and a basketball game, and maybe a Mortal Kombat or something along those lines.
Pinball.
A gun
Always
thing.
need a pinball.
Time
Pinball
crisis.
is great.
Pinball's
A
perfect.
pornographic pinball, I would say, is about
as well
good
as a
they get.
bartender and a full stock of drinks.
Yeah.
We don't need all of that. That's OD, man. That's
not
way
OD.
OD.
No. Honestly,
a bar should be a token machine, a bunch of prizes, and about 40 arcade games, and your entire
some
family.
stools.
Well, some stools.
okay.
I prefer seats or
Yeah.
couches.
Okay, tell me you've never been to a bar and you've only been to a living room.
I've been to a bar, man. There's a table in the middle. There's the TV.
No, man, the table's against the wall unless you're in a hotel.
There's like 6 remotes kind of
fancy
just
hotel.
scattered around the entire thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, uncle
you're
in a
describing
chair.
a couch.
No, I'm not. No, a bar is a chair with a long chair where you can fit.
A couch isn't even a long chair.
There's a lot of bars
It's a
in the
curvy
Tell me
bed
you've never
like
seen a
that.
chair without or a couch.
A couch is a bed.
That's
A
cap.
couch can be a
At
bed.
night it is.
In the day, it
If you're
is.
in trouble.
More than at
day,
night.
it's not a
if
bed.
If it's a bed at night, you are living a bad life. If it's a, oh my god, this isn't a true proverb.
Okay.
Couch is bed in
At night.
morning.
Okay.
Couch-
Or couch
bed
is
in-
bed at night. You're not delight because you're being forced to sleep
Wife
on the
is
couch.
fight.
Wife is fight.
Couch is bed in the afternoon. Your life is going goon
So what language?
because you get to
would-
sleep. You get to sleep on the couch during the day. That's the
What
life.
it should be, it's couch is
The
bed
point
at
is-
couch is bed at night, wife is fight.
Uh-huh.
Couch
Oh
is
yeah,
bed
because then
at
you
day.
need noon.
Is
Couch is bed
day.
at
You must
day.
be
Kalu
gay. You don't
Kalay.
have a wife.
Yeah, you must be gay.
But the point is that when the couch is bed in the day, you've probably been watching TV and eating peanuts.
No,
And then you
not
fall asleep.
peanuts,
you sleep.
dude.
Is that your
It doesn't have to be
TV
peanuts.
snack?
No, it's
Yeah.
not mine. I was just watching The Simpsons and Homer likes peanuts.
Does
Okay.
Homer
Watch
like
an episode.
peanuts?
He talks about them like every episode.
What?
He talks about donuts.
He talks about peanuts a lot as a
this is a
snack.
different nut.
You're mixing up
You
donuts
can, no,
and
no, no, no,
peanuts.
no. Watch this. Ready? I just watched the episode where he said, where Otto's playing the guitar and he says, "Can you turn that thing down? I can't hear myself think." And then he turns it down and he thinks, "I want some peanuts."
Okay, so that's one episode.
Okay, here's another one. I found this money under the couch. I wanted peanuts. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Explain. You can buy peanuts.
Okay,
that's
so
another
maybe
peanuts.
I've made
Okay,
a
these are
crucial
two.
error in doubting your Simpsons.
What's
knowledge.
You
with-
better stop right now because I don't have another one.
What's
Okay.
He
with
canonically
Homer
likes
Simpson?
peanuts.
What's with Homer Simpson and these damn nuts?
He likes donuts. He likes
You
peanuts.
come at me, you better not miss, bro. I know
Well,
what Homer likes.
That's my bad. You do have a Homer shirt on made
Yeah.
out of his skin.
That's true.
Okay.
And that's Santa's little helper.
It could be. It's a damn dog.
Yeah.
He likes peanuts. He likes donuts. And his family's nuts.
Yeah, and he got big yellow nuts.
And his whole town is
And
nuts.
there's a whole town.
His
of
whole
them.
town is full of nuts.
How does anybody get a fucking single thing done in that shit town?
I wouldn't even like
The
to
thing
live
is
there.
with
They gentrified the fuck out of Springfield too.
well,
in
that's
the new
the-
seasons.
they live in a giant house.
Yeah.
People always post that online and say like, "Oh, in the 90s you could get a giant yellow cartoon house with yellow
pink
wife
house.
on the salary of a guy who works at a green factory."
You
Yeah.
could get kids whose head is their hair.
Yeah.
Literally, only on the salary of a nuclear plant safety coordinator.
Yes, which is
one of the
probably
lowest tier
doesn't-
jobs.
Isn't that a
fucking
low tier
shit.
job? I feel like everyone says like, "Oh yeah, you could get that. Like you could get that house like with that job." I feel like that's a pretty high paying
Yeah,
job.
that's
It's
the point I'm
definitely a high
saying.
paying
yeah,
job. Yeah.
You have to have
everyone complains
security
about that.
clearance.
Yeah.
You have to be like, I think you have to take like a basically an IQ test to get a job like that.
Yeah.
And Homer passed. So what
I
does
think
that
you
tell
have to
about
do what
nuclear
Oppenheimer did in the movie Oppenheimer.
safety? Draw.
Get yelled at in a white room.
And fuck a pussy.
He
Yeah.
did that a couple times in the
Yeah,
movie.
that's what I didn't like about that movie. Why do we need? I
Why
don't
is he
need to
boning
know
so
all the
much?
sex of every guy that is they make a movie about.
Yeah. They
Like-
should have gone into Benny Safdie's character's sex life. a
Yeah.
little
I
more.
agree.
I like this.
Yeah.
Man, he really bricked that accent. I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
be-
really like
I'm
this.
gonna be
I really
honest.
like those six.
Apparently, that's what the guy really sounded like.
Really?
Nobody knows, dude. It was in the fucking 1800s. There was no
Yeah.
fucking recordings of this asshole. Okay.
Did they had recordings back in the 1800s? Unless I'm
Well,
just
then it was
thinking of
before that.
Fallout. There's you can get a recording of Lincoln's voice.
Is there a recording of Lincoln's real voice here?
Maybe.
When was the phonograph from? Is that Thomas Edison?
Yeah, that's Edison.
I don't know, man.
Well, that was wax,
It was
right?
wax cylinders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that sucks. That sounds like shit.
That's what records are, man.
No, that's vinyl.
They're made of wax.
They are not made of wax.
I think he got you. It's called Put It on Wax.
No.
That's what people say
That
when
was a
you're-
phrase that Edison tried to make happen, which didn't.
After vinyl took off, and he's like, "Nah, I'm bringing you guys back to wax."
I got that shit on wax at home, is what he says.
Why do I
wax is
feel-
what cassette tapes are made
Well,
out
how
of.
do I feel
Yeah.
like
No.
vinyl was actually...
No.
Did
None
Nick-
of them are made of wax,
Vinyl's
but
plastic.
the phonograph.
Did Nikola Tesla invent vinyl records?
No.
No.
Well,
He invented
Cloning.
some kind of coil.
plumbing?
Cloning.
Oh, he didn't invent cloning.
He invented coils.
Christian Bale did.
He invented an electric ball.
Yeah.
But then they show that thing, and everybody, and they're like, "Oh, everybody!" It was this whole thing in that movie, The Prestige, where they turn on the big ball machine, and they're like, and people didn't
I'd
understand,
love a
and they
big ball machine.
they invented a big ball machine. That would be a better movie. No.
My God, they've got me so big.
And then at the
Pants are
end of the
swelling.
movie, all the tanks filled with just his big ass nut sacks that he was having to cut off.
Because they're
Yeah.
growing too big.
Yeah.
A big ball.
A big ball machine invented by Nikola Tesla because he was an inventor for the people.
Yeah. He didn't care about what the government wanted.
No, and he
No.
didn't care about money. He was just
No.
inventing cool shit. Like
Yeah, he
a
was like,
he
what if
invented
he-
balls.
He invented the propeller
nuts.
hat.
Yeah.
Really?
Did he invent the remote control?
He did.
That
The
was John
universal.
Remote.
The
Okay.
universal remote
That was
control.
John Remote Control hyphenated last name. It's child
Really?
of divorce.
Yeah.
Wow.
Back then,
Well,
which
that's
back
sad.
then,
From-
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy
that's
to get
why he
a
became a genius.
divorce.
Parents, Marge Remote and Homer Control.
Homer control. If I could have one fucking superpower in this life,
Could be Homer control.
Homer control. Because I have a thing, especially when I watch The Simpsons, because he makes so many mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Where even episodes I've seen before, I have an expectation that it's not going to go badly.
Do you ever get stressed out by like movies and stuff,
Every
like for that
single-
reason?
Absolutely, dude.
Good
I
amount of
watched.
the time.
I have rewatched Hereditary one time because on the rewatch I thought maybe I could change it,
I was watching,
and I didn't.
Like last week, I was watching Meet the Parents,
Oh,
and I was getting so aggravated
there's some errors in
by
that.
how this family was treating Ben.
I
Yeah.
always I get that when I watch. I don't usually get when I watch movies. When I watch TV shows, and
Breaking
it's like,
Bad, dude.
Yeah,
Oh
every
my
time that
God.
something, every time, or I guess in movies too, but for me specifically, every time that something is about to be really good for somebody, and then like something gets fucked up, like when they're about to like, I feel
They
like
leave
there's
something
a recent,
at home.
I feel like there's a recent example, but yeah, just whenever somebody gets too full of themselves when they make
Yeah.
a mistake and they get killed by the
Yeah.
gangs.
It's like, you did. Why did you do that?
What did you do? Yeah, God, or just I'll be watching something and it'll be, if it's like a tense show, I'll be like, if something good happens, I'm like, yeah, but you know, it's all gonna go to shit.
We
Yeah.
talked
soon,
about
you know?
I
Tuco
truly,
last time.
dude,
Yeah.
watching De Niro, the way De Niro treats his future son-in-law,
It's fucked up.
I was getting
Casino,
like
that's one.
angry.
Casino
Oh
is one.
yeah,
Fuck!
Don't go into that
What the fuck are you doing?
Get out the car.
Dingleberry.
And is
You shit bird.
is Casino or Goodfellas the one where Pesci shoots that guy in the foot and then kills him?
yeah,
That's Casino.
that's
Yeah.
Goodfellas.
Is that Goodfellas?
That's Goodfellas.
That's
yeah.
a moment where every time I watch it, I'm like, okay, dude, learn your lesson. He shot you in the foot.
Yeah.
Don't be crazy.
Don't
talk back
don't
to
be a
this guy.
dickhead.
Don't
The
be a
Wire season
dingleberry.
2 has
Yeah.
hella of that.
Really?
Moments of people
Yeah.
doing stupid stuff.
Then
got-
I'm not gonna
It's
watch
so
it.
fire.
I got mad at the son so bad
What?
that I left the room.
He's so in The
Oh.
Wire season 2.
no,
you were
in
talking
Meet the
about-
Parents.
I thought you were talking about the big yellow ball. The
No,
sun.
no,
Yeah, and I got mad at the sun.
it's too fucking hot.
Which
No,
I
I
would
got mad at
respect
the son in Meet the Parents because he leaves his bowl in his jacket, and then Ben
Weed
Stiller
bowl?
is forced to wear his jacket. Yeah, weed bowl. Back in what was that? 03?
That was
When
that
that's
was a-
not chill.
That's disrespectful.
That was a death penalty
and
level.
he just so
fucking
he doesn't
respectful.
get in trouble, he blames it on old Gaylord there, and he's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
and
That's
then
not right.
and then he leaves the circle of trust.
That's not right at all.
It's not okay.
That's not fucking.
He's
okay.
trying his darndest to stay in this circle of trust.
Is Meet the
Yeah.
Parents the one where they lie about milking the? He lies about milking a cat.
Yeah, I got nipples, fucker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got nipples, fucker. Can you milk me? What a great line.
And if I wrote that movie, we would have done a whole milking scene.
It
with
would have been
Robert
the
De Niro.
whole
Yes.
thing.
Well, actually, I would have
Well,
Adam
yeah.
Conover come in. and say, well, actually, yes.
you can milk a cat.
Actually, you can milk Robert De Niro. Yeah.
a special Blu-ray that's not the director's cut, but it's just somebody's cut.
Yeah. They have like a full like
The watcher's cut.
We should do an Adam's cut of like every fucking movie.
Yeah.
Where somebody asks a
actually,
question like
you can.
that. Well, actually, you can milk Robert De Niro.
This one couldn't work.
And then he drinks a big glass of his milk.
There's a big milk mustache.
Yes.
That would be cool.
That
I
would
would
be
love
yum.
to see that.
Adam's cut.
Adam's cut of just everything, dude. Where he would be in Green Mile. Oh my! He'd tear that movie to shreds.
No, he would not even. I mean, the movie would not even be made.
I think that
if he
the
was on
Adams
writing
cut
staff.
hinges. I think it
Exactly.
hinges on because otherwise it's just cinema sins. I think the point
Yeah.
of Adams cut here is that it hinges on it's when people in movies say that something isn't possible.
And he says it
it
is.
is
Oh,
possible. And he
wow.
opens a new door for the plot to go.
Oh,
Because
okay.
otherwise you just come in and say, that wouldn't happen. And we got cinema sins.
True.
Yeah.
Cinema
We have that
Sins
already.
is kind of the
that's-
original
whatever.
Adam.
That's fine.
We made
need-
that shit.
We've
Yeah.
got that already. We
got that on lock. We like it.
need a
love
full.
Cinema
We need fucking.
Somebody with an imagination can come in and say, actually, this stuff not only is what is happening in this movie makes sense and true, but they undershot it.
Yes.
It is half as much like this as it needs to be.
You could do that with all the Muppet movies.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
everything. Actually, this could happen, and here it is.
Or one of the Steve Jobs movies.
This
where they're
bear
like,
could be funny
yeah.
if he
this
had better
bear is
material.
Yeah.
It's the scene in the first Muppet movie where he's like at that bar telling jokes, and it's like, well, okay.
Every Scooby-Doo movie at the end where they disprove that ghosts are real, they take off a mask and it's a person, and Adam comes out and says, well, actually, ghosts can be real, for example.
Yes.
And he does a version of the ending where there's everything where something's
He rips
debunked.
off his own head and
Yeah.
he's a
He's
green
alien.
ghost underneath.
Yes.
That would be really scary.
Yeah.
Well, there is the one with the Spooky Island or whatever where they do prove that the vampires exist.
They have hella they have hella movies where they
went
prove monsters
from
exist.
The old ones
Bro,
where
Monsters
it was
Unleashed,
always a strong
Spooky
guy.
Island, Cyber Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's what are those things? The little
So what's
death claw looking
the-
motherfuckers that run around. Those are like what? Those
what?
are real in Scooby Doo?
What? Are you thinking
What?
Fallout?
No. Those big purple monsters that Mr. Bean controls
Oh, and one?
in one.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
yeah.
and one. Yeah,
those
that's
are
real.
those are running around.
No,
the whole,
that's
or
voodoo.
Did they
Yeah,
say that
that's
they're
voodoo
CGI?
magic.
That's
from,
real
from
magic.
Scrap.
Yeah, Scrappy.
Yeah.
Scrap. I call them Scrap.
Well, where
You
the
don't
hell did
know
he get
them
these
like that.
monsters?
Well,
I'm doing
that's
it
what
as a
we're
sign of
saying is
disrespect.
that the
That's
old
what I'm saying.
show,
The old day
everything
was-
was fake.
But
Yeah.
now in every Scooby-Doo thing, all the monsters
all
are real.
Cyber
Yeah.
Chase.
Every single movie they try to do the gimmick, they say this time the
Yeah.
monsters are real. It's like you guys have been
Oh,
doing that
okay.
since 2004.
And this
Yeah.
time, Fred wants to F Daphne.
He
in that-
always wanted to do that. He was too shy in the old shows.
Were they-
But now that they just need to like spell it out more because old stuff is a little more sophisticated. Silent movies and stuff, we can convey emotions without even having to say them. So an empath of silent films like myself, I watch an old.
You're an empath of silent films.
Yeah. So when I watch silent films, I'm able to tell what the characters are saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I have a
Before the-
hard problem.
But so someone like me, because you would have this problem.
Yeah.
Right. Someone like me, I watch an old Hanna-Barbera cartoon like Scooby-Doo,
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry, Mighty Mouse, whatever.
Panther.
Panther, yeah.
Love Pink
et cetera, et
Panther.
cetera. Not the one you're thinking of, but
Quick Draw McGraw.
No, yeah.
Quick Draw McGraw,
And Bogo.
Snagglepuss. I watch this. I can tell instantly by looking at the characters who want to fuck who and how they want to do it.
Okay, so
Hong Kong Fooey. He wants to fuck up the world.
then how about this? Then give me your
He's psychotic.
give me your little Freud BS analysis of Yosemite Sam. What does he
Okay.
want to F?
Okay, this is should be so obvious to you.
It's
Well, also
not.
that's not a
Yeah, that's
Hanna
Looney-
Barbera
that's
one.
Looney
That's a
Tunes.
Merry Melody.
Merry Melodies.
Okay, so let me go to Hanna Barbera then Bugs Bunny.
Okay, so
That's
this
not
is
Hanna
still-
Barbera.
Okay.
So
And
Hanna
who is
Barbera
this
would be an
lady?
iconic character that everybody loves, like
Who is she? Hanna Barbera.
She was
maybe
very beautiful.
a poodle that nobody knows the name of would
Okay.
be one
Oh,
example.
how about okay? So the Flintstones. Who's trying to
Or
F who?
Godzuki.
Oh, Godzilla and Godzuki. I love that. The Flintstones. Who's trying to bone what?
Okay, well,
And now,
well-
don't take that as a pun. I didn't mean it this way.
I was gonna say they're trying to
now this
bone
is
their front
again.
door
This is this
Yeah,
is something.
when it's
This
locked
is
'cause it's their
something that
keys.
That's true.
this is something that many viewers might not pick up on if they're not as tied into the world of film.
If they're
and
not a
the
silent film
visual
empath.
language of cinema, like I am. Fred and Wilma, we're fucking
What do you mean?
The husband and wife.
exactly.
They're married.
Oh, so it's
They
kind
were
of an
fucking each
Easter
other.
egg.
How is this? How are
It's
they
a dinosaur
married?
egg.
Yeah, it's a dinosaur egg in the Flintstones.
That's what they called it back then.
How are
That,
they married BC before Christ, who was the beginning of
It's
marriage?
a heathen marriage.
Oh, it's like, okay, I get it.
It's more of a domestic
pagan.
partnership.
Oh, ew.
Yeah.
What about the shorty guy and his babe ass wife?
Really?
The Great
Green
Gazoo?
Alien? Yeah, that's what his name is.
The green alien.
Yeah. What about the green alien? What does he want to do?
He wants to travel through space.
Yeah.
That's not sex though.
Well, that's sex for him. I mean, think
He is
about
from a
ship
future
going
that is
into
so
a
far in
portal.
advance that space is like sex.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's looking for holes in the
Wormhole.
Yeah.
Trying to get some wormhole.
And I also got the sense this is also.
Wait, ew.
I'll go a little deeper because I can tell you're unsatisfied with.
I'm not satisfied.
I can go a little deeper. I can tell you that I was able to pick up on this from watching the Flintstones basically every day.
Okay.
Dino, the dinosaur, the pet dinosaur.
Is that his name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dino.
I thought that was a guy.
He actually wanted to have sex with me.
Really?
I could tell by the way he looked
And
at me when I was sitting on my couch in my underwear.
I'm thinking about the show right now, and I'm like thinking about times that I've watched it because I didn't watch it every day like you, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking about maybe episodes I've watched where I'm like, this guy wants to fuck Cameron Fetter, who I will know in the future.
the dinosaur?
Don't you think? Don't you think that? Okay, Google Dino
Dino from
Flintstones Dino.
The Flintstones.
and tell me that this
Let me
guy
just
does
look at
not
his-
want it from
Let me
me.
just look at his lips. I guess that would be a dead giveaway. His eyes as well.
I mean, I can tell in that one
Wait,
picture.
okay. Wait,
no. Go to the other pic.
Go to the bone one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one right
he's dropping hints.
I mean, if that isn't a hint, then ladies take notice. This is how you show a man that
This
you
is
want to
how
go
you
home with me. He's licking his lips. He has a giant bone. What does a bone remind you of?
It reminds you
Sexual.
of the leg bone.
An erection.
yeah.
I'm talking about an erection. So he's
And
sitting
look,
there,
and look, and I mean,
and he's looking
maybe
at,
this
giving
is
it a side eye.
maybe
Like, damn,
this
I
is
want that.
maybe this is Freudian, but two balls, big ass head, skinny shaft.
You mean the bone?
Or two balls on either end.
Two buttholes?
Yeah, the
Two balls on either end.
Two
of the
balls
dick.
on either end.
Chinese
with
finger trap
Oh,
penis.
that would be a great idea if I was God. To put the balls on either end of the dick, and the dick meets the body in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of two
Two
things of balls. Just holding,
Two
walking
things
around
of balls.
holding them.
Uh-huh.
Because you
got to hold it.
You have two pockets.
Uh-huh.
You have two pockets.
two pockets.
You have two hands.
Two
What am I?
eyelashes.
When I
Do you
jack
think
off,
when
eyebrows.
Levi Strauss was inventing jeans and he was like making the pockets on the front, do you think he thought like maybe just one?
Yeah, one in the middle.
Just
One,
one. Just
yeah.
one right there.
we don't need two.
The prototype of jeans where
That
it's
was
like,
the Justin Timberlake social network.
Yeah.
yes, and he said, "Make it two pockets."
make it two pockets.
It's cleaner.
You can. It's cleaner.
Because everything in your one pocket's going to get dick stink on
It's
it.
gonna get
It's
dick
cleaner to not keep stuff on your dick.
I found this old man on Instagram, and his name is the Swiss Jeans Freak, and he owns a jeans museum in Sweden.
Holy shit!
And he's
Sounds
he's
cool.
got every.
you need to do
jeans.
like a Hage.
Maybe I should go and see him, but he's a very short Swedish man. That's
That's
like
not a problem for
These
you."
are jeans that I've had since I was a child. Me and my brothers
Wait,
would
it's just
share this
wait,
jeans.
it's his
It's just his own jeans. It's not like James Dean's jeans.
No, well, he gets donations now, but when the museum started, it was just him.
Donations from famouses or just jeans?
Just jeans enthusiasts.
That's stupid.
Well, it was
That's
originally
called a
all his
store.
jeans.
Yeah.
A Goodwill.
Well, you don't buy the
so
jeans
it's a
from
worse
the
store
store.
It's a store you can't buy from.
No, it's a store of history.
So it's Goodwill.
I guess it's Goodwill. But it's crazy to see the fading patterns on some of these jeans.
Just because he wore
You're
them.
the only person on earth who this is for.
No, because there's a whole museum.
Well, but he started the
That
museum. You don't
he
have to
is
have
there.
but you don't have to have attendees to start a museum. You can just start one. You could do a jeans museum.
I could.
You
so
should.
you honestly
You should do the American
Maybe.
because
chapter.
nobody wants to go to Switzerland to fucking go see some jeans.
Yeah.
But
unless
they'll
you're a
come to New
jeans
York.
freak, like the Swiss jeans freak. He's probably come to New York and just studied millions of people's jeans.
Just look at everybody.
Just looking at everyone just
Studying
hunched
them.
back looking.
Excuse me, could I buy your jeans for my museum?
Your jeans
Could I
look
ask you to
amazing.
donate them?
Can I please
I'm actually not
take a
looking at
donation
your
of your jeans?
ass or your dick print. I'm
No,
studying your
I'm
jeans.
studying the fades on your
I'm
jeans.
trying to see. Does he have any jeans where the penis print has worn into
That
the
would
denim?
be cool. I don't know.
If every pair of jeans he had an amazing print
Yeah, dick print right
down
there.
the right side, and then it was 2 years where it goes to the left. That would be awesome.
One side is less faded than the other.
Yeah.
I
That'd
would
be
go to a
cool.
jeans museum if it was like an old like carnival freak show style, and it was like
Yeah.
a museum of jeans oddities, and it's like
Yes.
jeans that were born with one leg or
Well, I'm
three
sure-
legs,
Yes.
or odd colors. Or
I'm sure
or
he's got
styles.
some.
But you made it sound like more as a historical kind of like educational
It is-
fading
yeah,
patterns.
it is that.
But I would rather go to one that's like Rob Zombie.
There
Like,
used to be this diner in this town in California that my family would go to called Cayucas, and the diner was called Skipper's, and it had now it's actually it's like a health food place that sells literally blue waffles. That's what it sells. Yeah, it's insane. But-
internet fans will know why
Yeah.
that's funny.
yeah, well, or disgusting.
So anybody
Yeah.
who's not listening to this right now, but is standing next to someone who's listening to this, if they just laughed, you know they're real freaky.
You know
so
they
if
a
you're
freaky-
not
a
listening to
freaky
this,
frog.
if you're not listening to this right now,
But
if somebody else around you has headphones in and they laughed and they were listening to
then
this,
you know they're wrong.
you know that they're wrong.
You know
for
they
that.
have.
But they
freaky
used to
frog.
have a pair of jeans. This diner called Skipper's had this pair of jeans sitting on the like mounted to the wall, and it said that a man had been hung to death in these jeans.
Wow. Oh my
God.
That's the kind of jeans they need to have in this.
Maybe
place.
they have them.
And think about
I don't-
this.
I didn't go to the
Not-
museum.
Not hanged to
You need to
death,
go.
but hung.
So you already know what
Hung
that
to death.
means.
You know what that means.
Yeah, he was
And that makes
he
the
was
jeans
hanging
even more
low.
fascinating.
He was hanging low and slow,
Low,
down
low.
the
Blood
down
flow.
the one.
Blood flow
His
was
thing is like barbecue.
Cramp.
Low and slow.
Yes, yes.
I got barbecue balls.
Yeah, a little bit of pimento wood on that jerk ass penis, walking around swinging that disgusting thing covered in seasoning. That's what I want.
Well, I mean, if you're listening, Swiss Jeans Freak, we just
3
fixed
tickets,
your
please.
3 tickets
Yeah.
because we fixed your museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have, or also rare spills. If somebody has a rare stain on their jeans.
I will. Okay,
That's
this
a
morning.
Good, the Stain Museum.
The
is
Stain
really
Museum
good.
is
Rare
pretty good. They
Stain.
have
Yeah.
this selfie. There's a selfie museum in like every fucking city.
Yeah.
Why not a stain museum?
Stain Museum is actually
Because
such a
I
good
get
idea.
I get things on my shirts. When I was a kid, I one time ate a hot dog and I had a stain of mustard on the small of my back.
How did
and
that happen?
Nobody knows. It was a family mystery for 10 years. Nobody. It still gets talked about at Christmas.
Wow.
Nobody knows where this mustard stain came from.
Interesting.
And my entire family, this was all we talked about. It was
Is
like
the Museum of Stains a thing?
It really
Probably
should be.
not.
Let's
you
look
could
it
have
up.
actually old as fuck stuff there.
Yeah.
Like you could
Yeah.
have caveman stains of
Yeah.
mammoth
they
blood.
have Christ's blood in Bruges.
The Stained Glass Museum.
Yeah, we don't fuck with that. We,
We don't
care.
want that. We
I don't
want the
like
Museum
stained
of
glass.
Stains.
Shapes, colors, patterns, and light.
No, we want
Yeah.
like T-shirts.
There's like
that
100 stained glass
somebody-
museums.
Somebody
Close
sweat in
this
the
shit down.
armpits.
No, we
armpit
want
Yeah.
stains.
Yeah.
Or like a mammoth blood stains a tunic.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. A
The-
loincloth gets stained with mammoth
Jism.
blood.
Speaking of stains, the Swiss Jeans Freak, I saw a post this morning.
He passed away.
His rain gear got on his raw denim.
reindeer.
and it dropped a big water stain. So that
Dropped
means
one.
that the indigo dye that is on his raw jeans
Shit.
that you don't wash for a year,
has been washed.
that means that part of them have been washed, and that's going to leave a big stain.
Where is he gonna get more?
Or actually,
Where
it's
the
going
fuck
to,
is he gonna find any other jeans to replace those with?
Exactly. What's gonna happen?
Have you ever gotten the raw denim and gone and sat in the bathtub for an hour?
I'm wearing them right now.
Did you sit in the bath?
I did.
Really?
I did do that. I
Did
thought that you
your
were supposed to
girlfriend
do
come
that.
in and say, "What's this all about?"
No, she wasn't home. I specifically did it when she wasn't home, so that I didn't have
kept
to
it a
explain
secret?
it. Uh-huh.
Did you feel
I
awesome?
thought that these were shrink to fit, and I put them on in the tub because that's what you're supposed to do with shrink to fit
Yeah.
jeans. You wear them in the tub, and then you walk around in them, and it's supposed to as it dries.
You went to leatherfetish.com.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to take
You're
a
supposed to
bunch
take a
of
video
pictures.
of you walking around
Yeah.
in wet jeans.
You're supposed to take a video and send it to the guy, and you get reimbursed, but because their raw denim is really expensive for some reason.
It's like $100.
Yeah, I got these on sale though.
Swag.
They didn't shrink, and now like you can see. Hold up,
Let me see, bro.
it's not even like.
Oh, you got the belt is doing a lot of work.
The belt is doing so much work.
Wow.
Look at that. The tag is hanging out underneath.
Yeah,
You could put a
While
watermelon
I'm
in your
up, I
back
have to
pocket.
I know
pee
that
so
type of
bad.
experience.
That's okay. You can go
I'm gonna
pee.
go.
Well, I'm descending into madness.
Why is- it's a terrible time to break the news. Right as Patrick leaves, you're going to tell me you're descending. Yeah, apparently Cam's descending into madness. What? Just pee.
Go pee.
Just pee so we can talk about jeans more. Okay?
The other day I was walking on the street, and I don't even think I was in a rush, but I just like to walk fast.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have sidewalk rage, like road rage, but for walking. And the guy was walking in front of me. I was walking behind a guy, and he just suddenly stopped short, like full stop, walking fast to like full instant stop to look at his phone. And I almost bumped into him, like I was just walking behind him. And I just like, I didn't even feel any anger or in the moment or any emotion at all. It was just an instant bodily reflex. That as soon as he stopped, I just really loudly snapped at him behind him.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's what I'm saying, man. Something's wrong with me. I did that, right? I was walking behind him, and I was like I was kind of just like that. Like I didn't make a big point of it. I didn't like snap in his face, or I just like snapped.
No.
I didn't like lift my
greaser.
hand up. Like I just snapped made a snap because it was kind of it was just like a physical reaction to like, oh shit. I just snapped, and he like kind of like he definitely heard it, and he kind of reacted to it a little bit, and I like went around him. I kept walking. I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. So I kept walking, and I was just going. I was pretending that I was snapping while I was walking.
You did, but you accidentally snapped and became a greaser instantly.
Yeah. I was like, that's the only way I can get out of this.
That is
crazy.
crazy.
I was so rude by accident. I didn't mean to do it.
A snap. I mean, that is the rudest thing I can possibly
absolute
imagine.
Worst
is
thing
you
you
snap
could do.
at somebody.
Yeah.
But you played it off as well as you can, I think.
I mean,
did you make that face too? Like first time listening to jazz, just like, man.
And I totally hedged it too. I was kind of like, I can't be like.
Yeah, you can't be
so
too
I just
into
do
it.
Like random, just every once in a
was
while,
offbeat?
just acting like
I'm
I
not gonna
just
know.
a random thing I'm doing.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
At that point, you just have to act like you have Tourette's.
Yeah, basically.
I keep I
Just
whistle.
snapping, and then just like a couple minutes later,
I hope
just
he
going,
bought it, man. I hope he doesn't hate me.
Yeah.
My biggest
know who.
fear right now is I started whistling to get the dog's attention all the time because it works really well. And I keep thinking that I'm going to whistle one of these days and a woman will think that I'm whistling at her.
Okay, so that was a thing.
Is that a normal fear to have?
Yeah, I have that fear because I'll be like skating and somebody will do something cool. And back at the skate park in my hometown, you would wolf whistle when somebody did like oh my God, he splashed.
I got a splashback attack.
Poop, poop cheek.
Yeah. But you do like the
coffee.
or like a
Yeah.
like that, like one of those,
And
like
so
a wolf
as
whistle.
a skater sitting at the skate park, plenty of women are walking by.
There are
That's a
women
bad
that
look.
skate.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, women that skate by.
Yeah,
and I'm
plenty of
going,
women are walking by.
Plenty of women are walking by admiring
On their
the
way to the
amazing
mall.
male
Yeah.
skaters. And you whistle and they go.
and I'm worried that one day it's going to be perceived as a wolf whistle. Yes.
Yeah. I don't much have that worry for whistling because I don't whistle, but I do worry that when I yell nice ass,
Yeah.
That somebody's gonna get
someone's
the
going
wrong
to think I'm
idea.
talking about them. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm
became
talking-
a-
I'm on
I'm
the
recording a voice memo.
I'm doing a
phone.
Cartman
I
audition.
just remembered something I didn't want to forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone.
Beautiful ass cheeks and amazing butthole. Sorry, I'm just doing a voice.
I'm an artist.
I'm a voiceover.
I'm a voiceover artist. I'm working on a new Netflix cartoon. Hello, beautiful baby butt cheeks. and your asshole is poking
You walking
out.
down the street.
Yes,
Hello. You are
with the brown
beautiful.
hair. You have an amazing ass butt.
I'm following you home. I'm following you home. I'm following
It's
you
fucking
home.
for my work, you bitch.
Yeah.
You bitch
chill
with nice
out.
ass and tits and huge balls.
Now that I notice.
Now that you mention it, you are quite beautiful.
All right, guys.
Roll the intro.
Who are the BustMysters? Patrick Doran, Caleb Pitts, and Cameron Fetter. Between them, they have over 1,000 years of experience investigating dubious claims. They're joined by Jubio, who has no experience or money. When the claims get dubious, it's time to call the BustMysters. Let's take a look at some of the world's most dubious claims. Are they worth their weight in gold? Or just a metric ton of BS? You're watching BustMysters.
Welcome to BustMysters.
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 So-
You're watching BustMysters.
What's
It
the
is-
actual theme song of Mythbusters?
It's the one that just played in the episode.
Yeah.
What does that sound like?
Sounds like whatever just played.
Do you
Yeah.
remember?
I don't remember.
It's not
it
like
doesn't
it's
really
not
matter.
a normal.
Okay.
It's not like a melody.
It's not
where you
da-na-na,
just a-
da-na-na. That's
No.
that's
It's just
Sports Center.
noises. It's just random noises.
I mean, Mythbusters is kind of sports
It has
center
a
for
narration. It
intellectors.
just played.
Is that the Mythbusters theme
You can look
song?
it up later.
It ends with
No,
Right?
that's
No.
Full Improvement.
That's Full
Oh,
House.
Full Improvement.
or how many?
Full Improvement.
Whatever it's called. I don't watch TV. I didn't ever have one.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
On basically, BustMysters is a TV show that we developed that we came up with originally, where we take a look at some of the most dubious claims that have been made, and we decide whether these myths are busted
Or
or
otherwise.
these Mister.
Yep.
If these bith is misted.
Yeah.
So as
This
you
is
can
kind of like a
see,
secret pilot. This is like Schrute Farms right now.
You having this outfit and this look is making me feel like I was like born with no arms and legs, and I really wanted to become a basketball star.
Yeah.
And my best friend was 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Because this is,
You couldn't find a beret.
I don't have a beret. I can't grow a mustache. I don't look anything like Jamie Heineman. I don't need glasses. You are like a complete dead. It's like unreal how much you look like.
It's crazy.
This is like young
Really?
Jamie, like a movie about young Jamie
Young
working
Jamie
in
would be a
special
good
effects.
movie.
Well, I think I got a
Young
Halloween
Jamie.
costume this
Young
year.
Jamie. This is a Halloween costume.
A
We wore
movie
a
called Young Jamie,
and it's about Jamie
Learn
Heineman.
the story of how Jamie
Yes.
Heineman got into special effects.
and it's just him making
Just
squibs
him going
and
like
stuff.
him making squibs and everything, and then just like somebody
Jamie,
asking
this
him.
MythBusters thing, it'll never work.
That can't be true.
It's
just a lot of
Busted.
a lot of things where he's just saying like, that just can't be true. I just can't.
He's writing it down.
It's either not true or it's true.
It's either true or not true. What does he sound like?
He sounds like
Like this?
this a little.
Yeah, he sounds. He's kind of like this, right?
Yeah, a little bit like
a little
that.
like kind of.
He's very.
It's Joe Pera.
He's Joe Pera. And
I'm actually going to bust a few myths today.
they should do a reboot. I just decided.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically we're going to just cover some classic myths. So, you know, how they are busts. Because we're not the Mythbusters. We're the
No,
BustMysters.
we're the BustMysters.
We're the misters who look at
So
busts.
we're taking so we're taking busts.
Till we bust them. Or
We
bust
ha-
on
no,
them.
we have to mist them. We're misting
We
all
missed
over
our
the busts.
bust all over the bust.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we
give us
missed
some-
our bus.
give
We're
us some-
misters that look at busts.
So give us some busts and we'll mist on them.
Yeah. And we were sent in a website from a viewer who let me find their name right now really quick.
And this sparked a huge,
Yeah.
this is
thank you Modem World for sending us this website.
That
An
can't be
internet
your
fan.
real name.
Thank you. That's the real name. And we're looking at a website today to bust some classic myths. You know, we draw from urban legends, from Greek legends.
Yeah.
And
This
this is an urban legend website.
Yeah. This is a website called thingsonascale.com.
okay.
And this is the myth that, or we're going to go through each of these and we're going to either bust them.
Can you read that
or
about
confirm them.
page?
Yeah, that was from a different website.
Okay. I loved that about
I'll still
page.
read. I'll read that
Yeah,
after.
you should read that about page for sure.
This is a website called Things on a Scale, and we're looking today at their article. We're going to bust this or confirm it. Things that weigh 40 grams. 9 things that weigh 40 grams.
Okay.
Wondering what weighs 40 grams? Perhaps you need to calibrate your scale. Perhaps you need to weigh something precisely and need a reference point. Or maybe you're just curious. Well, wonder no more. Today I've compiled a list of 14 common items weighing 40 grams to give you a helpful reference point for future weight comparisons.
And you may say, well, how are you guys going to know that something weighs 40 grams? Julio,
Switch-
if you would,
switch
if you
the
would
cam?
cut to this camera, we
Oh,
have
shit.
a tool of deduction called a scale. This is a kitchen scale. The last time I used this, I did some kind of baking, and it's covered in cocoa powder.
Interesting.
So,
Well, that's that myth bust misted.
Well,
The mystery of what the substance is.
busted.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, and that's been busted because
That's
we
been-
know that it's cocoa powder.
Yeah.
So wait,
And
Oh, wait,
that's-
no, confirmed.
Confirmed.
Hit confirmed real quick.
Hit confirm.
So that one's been confirmed.
Yeah.
Because it was my bust, and it was cocoa.
You got a cocoa bust.
Yes, and it's been completely misted or demystified.
It's
If
a
you will.
mystery. Your bust is a mystery to me.
Yes. I'm wondering
It
where
is.
where
It's a
that.
mystery how you bust.
It's
Show
a
us
lot of
what it
mentally.
looks like.
how I bust.
Just show us.
It's tough. Usually have a drawer.
What?
Shoot it into a drawer.
Don't shoot it into a drawer.
Okay.
Guys, you want to move to our first myths?
Yes.
Okay, number 1, U.S. coins. The first item on our list is none other than the U.S. coins, and I made sure they come first for a pretty good reason. You probably have some lying around in your pocket at this exact moment, and guess what? They are about to be handy. While measuring 40 grams using United States coins can get a little tricky, not for us though, the U.S. Mint luckily provides information on the weight range of their coins. So it's according to this, let's go in ascending value, start at pennies.
Okay.
Okay.
And I brought some coins too.
Ah.
This is just with the stuff in your pocket.
Yeah, in my pocket.
Okay.
We're going to need about 16 pennies. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, you brought those too. I also got them.
That's okay.
All right. So
there's a pile of coins
in
in
my
Cameron's pocket.
So let's
One,
start.
two,
There
three.
should be 16 pennies in here.
So any penny, just go ahead
Four.
and throw it on.
And don't cut to the scale cam yet because it's going to be a reveal.
5, 6.
7. Oh, okay.
Well, if it's 16,
Well, it doesn't matter.
We'll
It
just
should be
put them
16.
all on.
Let's count them out though. Let's make sure.
okay, that's
Okay,
got to
Pat,
be.
count the pennies.
Wait,
Now, hold
I think
on.
I might see a hidden penny.
2,
Oh, yeah,
3,
here's
4,
one.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16
Okay,
pennies.
that's
Okay.
16.
All right. Do
I'm
16
fucking
pennies.
nervous.
Me too.
38.
38,
38
grams.
grams.
That
is
been
completely busted.
Completely
That is
busted.
busted, guys.
That is a busted myth. 16 pennies do not weigh 40 grams.
Get these
and
pennies.
how would they? They barely even value to 40 cents.
That's true. They don't, in fact.
But here's a new interesting factor that
Okay.
I've just imagined.
You're an interesting factor because you tell me
right
so
now.
many facts.
What year were these shiny pennies minted?
Well, you can probably look. It's probably
This one is from 2020, pandemic penny. So maybe there's a little bit of
Maybe there's a
COVID
pandemic,
ate away
yeah.
at it.
Because of our copper reserves being dwindling.
Exactly.
So maybe the
That's what I was
pennies
gonna say.
maybe the pennies are getting lighter as our copper
Interesting.
is lost.
Before we move further, I'd
Sure.
like to, as a control experiment, see who has the heaviest hand.
Okay.
Okay.
My hand weighing in at. Wait, let me relax.
Okay.
Well, it looks
Any
like it
minute
is.
now,
I'm
you're
gaining and
changing.
losing weight rapidly. I would say this is about
Looks around-
400 grams.
Around 400.
400 grams. Okay.
We're just resting it there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you have a heavy. Oh, never mind. 300 and no, you can't, no, that's
Do
cheating.
not
you can't
hold
push
down.
It's
on
around
the scale.
300.
Around
something.
Around
300.
350. And Pat,
About 12. 12 grams.
I mean, that's looking like 500 to me. That is a
Yeah.
heavy hand. Yeah, put your elbow down. Oh my God, it got
Whoa.
heavier.
It got way heavier.
Wow, you have a heavy
Oh, now it's
hand.
going down. Oh, now it's up. I think around 500.
Around
Okay.
500.
So
I have
that's
the heaviest
sweet.
hand.
300, 400, 500.
That's nice. All right. How many?
Sorry, we just had to check.
Let's move on to our second myth, or part 2 of our first myth.
Okay.
We're going to need to put onto the scale, if you motherfuckers think you can handle it,
Okay.
8 nickels.
Oh,
8 nickels. So the nickel is the one that is
It's worth 5 cents.
really.
Jefferson.
well, here is 4.
Okay. There's
Wait a
one.
minute. Maybe we have to stack them.
Oh, yeah, that could affect the weight.
That
Okay,
could
so
affect
let's
the
go
weight
for
completely.
a stacking kind of situation here.
Now, give me your hypothesis here, Patrick, before we look at the number.
Yes. It'll maybe weigh a little bit under.
You think it's going to be less than 40 grams?
Really?
You think
Maybe
we're gonna be
less than 40
busting this
grams.
myth?
Maybe
Well, you just looked.
I just looked.
Okay, so your hypothesis
And before
is,
you even started thinking about what your answer would be, I saw your eyes go to the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just get a hypothesis on the next one.
Okay.
Okay. And the reveal.
It's exactly
It was
that.
at 42.
Exactly.
Wait a
But it
minute.
switched
Wait a
to
minute.
40 when
we
switched
have
to
to
the camera.
redo. We have to do the last experiment again because the stacking.
I
Wait, it's
don't-
confirmed. First, say it's confirmed.
Yeah,
That's
this one is
confirmed.
confirmed.
That
That
one
one
is
is
fully
confirmed.
confirmed.
Okay,
Wow.
what's next? Because this is
Well, let's stack these pennies and see.
Okay.
Because now the
I
stack
didn't expect
factor,
it to be confirmed.
the stack factor.
I didn't either.
I didn't expect to confirm a single myth today. I'm so interested in busting them.
Shit. It's actually really hard to stack pennies.
16 pennies is a lot to stack.
That is a lot.
It
I
is a
don't-
lot
I don't
to
know
stack.
if this is wise because
Yeah.
of the stacking hardness.
So,
and
okay,
yet
I
he
almost
said-
had a
and yet he
perfect
sold-
stack.
And nevertheless, she persisted.
bust missed it.
She missed it.
Missed it.
Because here he goes. Let's see if the stacking makes a difference, fellas. Oh my God. It doesn't.
It does not make
actually
any difference.
And that has been busted.
That
so give us a-
stacking does not
stacking
make
does
it
not make a
different.
difference. That's completely busted.
But stacking does not make a difference when it comes to
Okay.
coins.
Give us the next very interesting item.
So I want you to go ahead and stack these up, or not stack them, just put them on for me,
Okay.
Pat. This is going to be dimes, and we need 17.6.
17.6.
So
Okay.
interesting. So
This is very interesting,
have-
actually.
We have 18 dimes here, I believe.
Okay.
so we should.
So we're gonna
we should
round
measure
up.
18, measure 17, and then,
And then 0.6.
Well,
and then,
let's find
and
out
then
how
measure
much one
17.6
weighs real quick.
Okay.
actually. Let's do one. One weighs.
This is, I think, way more
two.
than 6,
Okay, so that's
17.
pretty tough to do. So we'll say a gram. I mean, we have to kind of
6.
But maybe
Wait
we
a
could
minute,
just
was that
cut a
Canadian?
dime.
Okay.
cut a dime into 0.6 of one dime.
Yeah, that's what I thought we could do. That's why I brought an extra dime.
What kind of instrument are you? Scientific instrument?
Well, I
are you
wouldn't use an
thinking
instrument. I'd probably use a knife.
of? Well, how
Instrument.
are
What,
you?
you gonna play a note till it shatters?
No, you asshat. See, okay, this is what's great about the BustMysters.
17.
We don't like each other in real life, and yet we work together on amazing instruments.
All
and
right,
Okay.
17.
So
So
that's
17 is
17
36.
grams.
So even
It's
with the
36.
added gram.
Wow.
But let's see.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't
So
really
Even
do much.
18 dimes is not.
Oh!
It just switched to 40.
Wait,
Confirmed. Wait, but it's not confirmed. It was said, okay, busted because it was said 17.
Busted.
18 dimes
That
weighs
is
40
busted.
grams.
18 dimes. That's confirmed.
So if everyone out there, we have a few more coins to get through.
Yes.
But if you are at the store and they say, I don't know how much this item costs, but I want you to pay with 40 grams worth of money, you can use 18 dimes.
Yes, see.
Don't bother cutting the dime.
That's
Do
like,
not
like
cut the dime.
The thing is, as one thing you can say about us is that we would never waste your time.
No.
You know?
And
Because
we
we're
would
sitting
never,
here and
ever
we're-
waste your time.
We're teaching you how to actually. This is like a real life skill.
so let's move to the next myth.
okay,
We've moved
7
into
quarters.
YouTube essays.
7 quarters.
7
I have
quarters.
3 right here.
I had 4 in my pocket. I don't know why. it
Okay,
wasn't
so
just
this is
$1.
equal to $1.30.
Yes. So
Okay.
$1.30.
Weighs
Oh
approximately
my
40
god!
Oh,
it's
it's
over.
over.
This
That's
has been
been
busted.
busted.
This is
This
get
is our
them out of
first
here.
Get 'em outta
over.
here, yeah.
This is a huge bust.
Yeah,
One of the
This is a
biggest
huge
busts.
bust that I'm seeing.
massive bust.
So our next thing here is 5 $1 coins, but
Okay.
I only had 3 $1 coins of different types.
Oh, interesting. Well, this
Okay.
one,
So this one is a bit.
and this has some broad on it. Susan B. Anthony. And
Some broad.
And what I can tell you about these dollar
don't know
coins,
what
the
that
reason I have these are from when we found an infinite money glitch on a vending machine.
I remember
And,
that.
Yes.
we claimed all the money
if
out of the
anybody
entire
wants
vending machine.
infinite money at the Pennsylvania station in New Jersey, I think that's what it's called. Or
Newark Penn.
Newark Penn. There is a vending machine that if you put
A dollar coin in,
in,
it will give you
will
infinite
get like
money
7
and change.
quarters out and change if you just click the change button.
Yep.
So that's very important to know.
All right, well, let's see how much
$3
weighs.
coins. $3. The weight is 26.
Well, this is
Okay,
inconclusive.
So we'll
This
do
is
the
inconclusive because we
math
don't
on
have the right
that.
amount. So we're going to go ahead and not bust or confirm this until next episode.
Yeah, so
until
next
we're able
episode-
to secure 2 more dollar coins.
Which is gonna well, let's think about this. Let's use our heads here. $1 is only 4 quarters.
Let's use our heads on the scale.
Oh yeah, so let's
So
do 3.
3 of these and 8 quarters should be 40
okay,
grams.
but we only have 7 quarters. So we'll do 3 of these 7 quarters and then 2 dimes and a nickel.
Okay.
And this should weigh 40 grams based on the right.
It's
Or let's
actually-
do-
2 dimes
weighing
and
68.
a nickel.
Is what I just saw.
So this is-
78. So this is
I think
completely
we've just
busted.
busted the laws of physics.
Yeah, that's
because this
completely
is supposed
busted.
to equal
It's literally the same as $5 coins. I don't know
2
why it would be
quarters
more.
should equal half of one of these dollar coins.
and yet it doesn't. So
but
that's
it
not
doesn't
making
for
any
some reason.
sense. So
I'm not understanding this.
No.
Let's. In fact, this is turning me off of coins altogether.
Yeah.
yeah, let's move on from coins.
Okay. Number 2 is tree tablespoons of U.S. butter.
Tree tablespoons.
Three
Three
tablespoons of
tablespoons
US butter. Do you have United States butter here?
So I just realized, unfortunately, I don't have U.S. butter.
What kind of butter is this?
What is it? Oh no.
Don't tell me this is
This is Polish butter.
Polish butter.
So this is not you. I didn't realize it was
This
supposed to
is
be U.S.
Maslow.
butter. This is extra Maslow.
This is
Okay.
extra Maslow.
Well, let's see. Let's put the Polish to the test.
Okay.
And,
Well, that's one whole. We're gonna have to cut this
Who
up.
knew that butter could be so versatile?
and that's very interesting. Normally, with a stick of butter, you would have
you'd have measurements.
This is just raw.
So the Polish,
Uh-huh.
but that looks exactly like the one in the picture.
Yeah,
They don't
that's
have the-
true. It
that's
is the one
true.
from the photo. So
So if you want to go ahead and measure that out, Caleb, just by taste, however much you think tastes like 3 tablespoons.
That's probably 1.
Okay. That's 2.
That's about 2.
So we're looking for tree.
Okay, we need tree.
So we need
A 1,
tree.
a 2, a tree.
Well, this is actually becoming a more interesting experiment because
So I would say that's about
that's tree.
3 tablespoons if you want to go.
Wow.
Pretty
Oh.
I was-
36 grams.
I'm actually
Well,
pretty close.
now, okay,
God,
so
that
it's
is
3
delicious.
tablespoons, right? But now I want to see. So if 3 tablespoons equals
What do you want to see?
40 grams, I want to see how many
But it doesn't. It's
bites.
busted.
Yeah, it's busted, but I want to see how many actual bites of butter it would be.
Okay, let's try to get
Let's get
without
one
going
more.
over.
Let's see one
Do
more
one
bite.
more bite and try to get to 40 without going
40
over.
without going over. Let's see. Oh, it went over.
42. Wait,
Yeah,
now it's at 38.
Bite it in half. We'll see.
What?
Oh,
I just
interesting.
took away butter and it became more. Hold on.
Maybe it's the
Your
saliva.
scale is something is going on with your scale.
Oh,
40.
there we go.
Easy 40.
Yeah, just put it back on there.
Now just put it all back in the wrapper.
All right, hold on.
And this is probably, we can confirm that 4 Caleb bites is about 40 grams.
4 Caleb bites
So
is
each
40
Caleb
grams.
bite is going to be 10 grams.
You're gonna
And-
wanna
but again, this
return
is with unmeasurable Polish butter. So you're not, if U.S. butter will give you a different result.
Did you
Because we
keep the
use-
receipt for this?
No. I bought it on my own card.
Oh,
I'm going to use that.
okay. It's fine. I just thought maybe you could return it. It's kind of a waste of money. It's not even salted.
Well, I didn't want salted because we didn't know how much salt we're going
It
to put
doesn't
on
taste
it
that
for
good.
Yeah,
this.
I'm gonna be
salt
honest.
could change the variable.
Salt would change the variable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, do you have a shirt?
Do I have a shirt?
Yeah.
I'm wearing one.
Oh, perfect.
No.
Why? It's just butter.
Maybe you have something in here.
I don't have any. I mean, I'll just hand. I'll just
Well,
have
here's
a
what it
butter
says.
hand.
Although the total weight
Here's
may
your-
be slightly off by an extra gram, it's still a handy measurement hack to use when nothing else is available.
Yeah, I could see myself using that when I was like, if I'm baking
If
something
you were
for the
baking
office.
something and you needed 40 grams, what is useful to know is that you could weigh it by biting it.
Yeah, just like
So let's move to the next myth, guys. and see
Well,
what we
only
got
if you have the same
missed.
size. Only if you have the same size mouth as Caleb.
Most
we'll
people
upload
do.
a scan.
A LiDAR scan
Yeah,
of the
we'll do a
inside.
scan of the inside now so people can know.
Okay, guys. I'm just going to show the item, the next
Okay.
item, before
Okay.
I read out what it is.
This.
What the hell is that, man?
This is my special bag.
What is it? though?
Okay.
4 tablespoons of bread flour.
Okay.
Assuming you're based in the USA, you're probably familiar with various available flour types and brands ranging from all-purpose flour, almond, buckwheat, and so on. But did you know a couple tablespoons of bread flour can be used as a substitute when measuring weight by weight is not an option? So this should weigh, and we have an empty bag here if
As
we
a
want to weigh
control,
as
yeah,
a
so
control
how
to
much does this weigh?
Because I ain't pouring this out of the bag.
4 grams.
4 grams.
4 grams.
So we're looking for 44 if we
Yeah.
want to confirm this myth that 4 table. Again, this is one of those classic urban legend myths.
Yeah.
Is it true
Oh, you know
that
what we can
4
do?
tablespoons of bread flour
We can
weighs?
put this on and then we can zero it out.
Yeah.
But this is still gonna.
Well, that just said 2.
Oh, I
now-
understand.
But it said 2.
Now it should read 40. Well, now it says 2 and there's nothing
I think
on
just we can just subtract
it.
4.
Well, now, okay, well, let me...
Let's just subtract.
I think
zeroing
maybe
it
it
out.
was 2 because or 4 because this was on it. So maybe
think
we
you
got to
might be
do it
right.
again.
Guys, just tell me when I can drop my flour.
Just drop your flour on.
okay,
2. Okay,
2.
2.
It's 2.
So
2
we're
confirmed.
We're looking for
we
42
go.
or 44. This is a
Is
big
this?
one.
Is it true?
This is a big
Let's
one.
find out if it's actually true. And
It's covered.
It's it's 36.
but
so
if you subtract 2, it's 34.
true.
Yeah.
So this is going to be unfortunately
busted.
This
that's
is busted.
That's
Unfortunately,
majorly
I'm
busted.
sorry. This is, a lot of chefs out there are going to be unhappy.
Yeah,
Oh,
all
yeah.
This
your
one.
recipes will have to be redone. And,
Yeah.
You will have to,
rewrite
rechange
them.
it.
and there is that.
Okay. Next one, 6 pens. Is
6
it true?
pens.
BustMysters, is it true that 6 pens weigh 40 grams? Pens are truly versatile tools that we commonly use for a variety of tasks such as writing, drawing, and signing documents. But did you know they can also help you measure the weight of 40 grams, provided they are standard size and weight?
Well, let's find out. Do you have pens?
I
Are
have
these?
4.
I think I have a couple.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So
these are.
they're different pens. I don't
That's
know. If
okay. It just says 6
It just says
pens. It
pens,
doesn't
so,
say how.
yeah.
what
It does
type
say
have to
6
be.
pens.
So let's
Okay.
weigh them.
Are you sure this
Is
isn't
this
still
Bus-
coins and
Misters?
it's 6 pence? Wow, that's close.
Well,
Everything
it was
so far has been close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if
But
they're
this
right on
is
the money,
busted.
but this is unfortunately busted.
Maybe that this would not be busted if you were able to do it with pens that weighed 40 grams.
if you had more heavier pens.
If you had a group of 6 pens that added up to 40 grams, this might be confirmed.
this would be confirmed, but unfortunately, this is
consider it
going to be
confirmed.
a
Unfortunately,
busted from
it
us.
is busted.
Number 5, 4 AAA batteries. Now, batteries come in different sizes and classifications, each with its own weight. Take a AAA alkaline battery, for example.
Which we have here.
Oh, okay. These are AAA. They looked small to me.
Well,
AAAs
AAA
are
is small.
Are the small ones.
Oh, you're right. I'm thinking double A.
Double A is bigger.
Double A's
So
are
4.
rounder.
It should be 4.
4
right?
batteries should weigh 40 grams.
Okay, and we're going to stand them up like
Is this myth busted?
We're going to go one at a time. Okay, so that's 12.
Oh,
That's already
interesting.
not off
It's-
to a great start. There
it's-
might be a little butter left over on the
Yeah.
scale.
That's
I'm gonna be
okay. We
completely honest.
zeroed it.
I mean, that that's
That is 44.
that's completely busted.
44. That's busted by a huge margin, 4 grams.
But we also don't
what
know
makes
if that
people propagate myths like this to the public?
It's
so
disgusting.
disgusting.
It's disgusting.
It is.
This is where
Thank you,
get,
Jenks Brothers.
This is where you get. This is where you get the COVID trutherism. That type
Exactly.
of behavior. It comes from people who they're used to misinformation.
Okay.
Yes.
So we've busted the AAA batteries.
Yeah.
But guys, number 6. What about a 6F22C battery, which I
Which-
guess is what they call 9-volt batteries in a different country?
Okay,
Yeah.
so we got one of these right here. This is a 9-volt battery. So 9 does not squarely fit into 40. I'll say that.
So that's what I'm wondering.
So it's already tough.
And triple, how does the A's come into this
okay,
equation?
so here we go. It's too
38.
short.
It's
It's
too-
too
it's
short.
38 grams.
grams short.
So it's close, though.
It's
This
very
is
close,
busted.
but this is
a
going to be
busted
also completely
must.
busted from us.
It's a must to bust.
We can't have this kind of
Busting is a
information
must when
running
it comes to
around.
this.
This is not
Wow.
right. And I would like for Pat to put this on his tongue. Did it work? Is that true? I don't want to try it. I'm too scared.
you have to try it.
I
now.
can't. It's like us kissing. Let's just kiss. No. What if it's scary and it hurts?
Just give it a lick.
But it might hurt me though.
it doesn't hurt.
I don't know that.
I just
never
did it
learned.
twice.
My brother used to do.
I just did it twice.
Okay, so I'm gonna try that later. I think
No, you should try it right now.
I'm gonna try it later because I don't
Okay,
want
you tried it. You've already bit the butter.
I don't want this fucking.
bit the butter
You want
once.
this video
You
to
bit
be
the
on
butter
4
You want this
times.
video to be on live leak?
Try it out.
No, I'm not gonna die on camera. I refuse.
Well, maybe you will.
I'm scared of dying on camera.
All right.
So do not do that to me.
Well, what is the next?
I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I have to respond to a phone call by texting.
Okay.
And now I can say the next one. See, we're the BustMysters. We're not the MythBusters. We're all
No.
uptight.
Yeah.
I can't text during
This
the
shit's loose.
filming
Watch
the TV
this.
show. Don't give a fuck. Throw shit.
Fucking
Number
everything.
7 is 22 playing cards.
Oh, well,
Okay.
Most playing cards are made of paper or plastic, which are relatively lightweight materials. Now that we know the weight of a single card, the rest is peanuts, and it makes sense to use them as a reference point for our weighing
Yeah,
adventures.
who wrote this? Homer?
He's a
Remember
peanut
that?
fan
'Cause he likes
He
peanuts,
is a
I learned.
peanut fan.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but he is.
He
is
fully is.
and
completely
these
a
are
peanut fan.
these are B cards.
Yes.
So that might affect it because we had
Yeah.
A batteries. So maybe what we need is
Okay.
B.
So now I'm finding an interesting kind of there's
B
a,
for
there's
busted.
a cross section
C
here
for confirmed.
because it's naming it's letters and numbers because it's the numbers on the
22
scale
cards.
and also the letters on the products.
And here's what I don't get: why were they called AAA batteries? There's 26 letters in the alphabet. We could have called AAA's.
ABCs.
They're too worried
Something
about
else.
discovering new types of batteries. They're like,
Yeah.
we got to hold the rest of the letters.
yeah,
just
it's like
in case.
there's only
they only go up to
5.
D.
Yeah.
Use a AA can be E and AAA can be F.
And now you can see here, this Joker's writing a B.
Wow. All right, let's count them out.
1, 2,
Okay.
3,
Yeah, not wow. I
4,
thought you were gonna go back counting,
5.
but here we go.
6,
Okay, we're getting up
7,
there.
8,
These are weighing a lot more than I thought they would.
9,
Cards?
10.
They weigh about a little less than 2 grams each, it seems. Okay.
Good, but yeah. Silent counting.
And also, do we have to account for the suit difference here? Because you can't do
That's what I'm
22 of the same
wondering.
suit.
Hold on. I dropped
Okay,
the Joker.
let's see here. What
Busted.
do they weigh?
That's busted.
That is
34.
busted. They weigh
Complete-
34.
36. It went up to 36.
It wasn't
but
even
it's still
close,
busted. It's
honestly.
busted. These cards do not even weigh what they're supposed to weigh. Now, could it? I guess you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it,
You're doing a trick?
I was
you
trying
are
to do the
completely you are
thing.
completely right that we included the Joker. It's gonna trick the scale.
That's true.
It's going to call tricksterism, and it's gonna cause a problem.
Yeah.
It's not going to want to be measured
I didn't
correctly.
even think about that.
But unfortunately, we have to move along for time.
Well, these
So
are
we won't be able to.
Put those over there with that
confirm
butter.
that non-Joker cards. All right, number 8. Here's the next myth that
Okay.
we've been tasked with bisting today. 3 empty cans of soda.
3?
You've probably had a soda sometime this week or even today, but have you ever wondered how much this drink can actually weigh?
It was 3?
Yeah.
Did you drink an extra can?
Yes, I drank an extra can. That's why I had to pee during the episode.
Oh my
You
god!
drank 4 cans of soda for
I
us?
drank, well, they're sparkling water, but I drank 4.
Whoa!
Wait,
These
that's
are actually
way
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 more.
busted.
That's
62.
way busted. Now, did you leave
Oh,
some
wait.
sips in that?
There's a sip in this one. But this, well, I dripped the sip on me.
You dripped the sip.
Okay, it's
Okay,
still
but
way
this is-
over.
Well,
Yeah.
it's still way over. This
It's
is our
way-
first way
this is
over.
hugely busted.
That's BS. This is busted. Get these added here.
Whoa.
Chill on the cans.
We don't
Relax.
need them anymore. They're busted.
Well, I got water on me.
That's fine.
Well, guys, that's all that we have for that set of myths. Okay. So, and I know what everyone is thinking.
Please more.
Please, enough with the weighing. We get it. It's too much. It's boring.
Nobody's saying
So this is when we do the part of BustMysters where we have people who sent in their own myths from their own lives that they
Really?
want bithed.
Oh yes, I'm seeing these right now.
So do we want? We can go ahead and just experiment with
I
these.
think we have a couple of these. Here, you go ahead, and we'll take turns here.
Okay. Let me go ahead and read this one that we got from a fan. Hey, BustMysters. Longtime fan, and I'm excited to finally have a dubious claim for the crew to investigate. So, I'm a big fan of Batman, and over the weekend I was rewatching one of my favorite movies, The Dark Knight, directed by Christopher Nolan. If you haven't seen it, who hasn't seen that? It's about Batman defending Gotham City, a fictional city created by the Batman comics, from multiple diabolical villains. One of these villains is a bloke that goes by the name of the Joker. He's a nasty customer who burns money, sports fanciful makeup, and wants to get Batman by any means necessary. He's a rather scary character and one who made waves in pop culture as soon as he debuted. I've seen this movie many times before, but it was only on this viewing I noticed something I had never noticed before. I realized there was a scene in the movie where the Joker jams a pencil into another guy's skull. I don't know how I never noticed this scene before, but I'm glad I did this time because it led me to write into you guys. In the scene, the Joker holds a pencil steady by the eraser and then using only the strength of his arm, fully impales the pencil into a man's eye socket, making it,
God.
quote, disappear. So, this is my question. Could 4 standard graphite pencils really weigh 40 grams?
Well, let's find out. Do you have?
I have 4 pencils right here.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Well, let's go ahead and test this myth.
Okay, so let's see.
No.
24.
No.
Way off.
24. So if you have these lodged in your scale, you're not going to be, the doctor's not going to even notice.
No.
Well, now hold on.
Right.
Here's my question.
What?
These are sharpened pencils.
Well, it was sharpened in the
It was
movie. It had
sharpened
to
in
be
the movie.
sharpened in the
That's
movie.
Well,
true.
it's sharpened in the
Sharpened.
movie, yes, but these are sharpened pencils. Is this would it weigh 40 grams if it wasn't sharpened?
That's a good question.
That's a really excellent
That's a really
question.
good question.
And
But we just
thoughtful
don't
as
have
well.
the equipment to cover that.
Because we
I
need to
wish we
somehow
did.
unsharpen the
We'd
pencils.
need CGI.
We
Yeah.
don't have a pencil
Which
unsharpener.
I'm guessing is how they did it in the movie.
Yeah, most
It
likely.
must have been CGI.
So, well, that's your myth has been busted. Thanks for writing in.
Thank you so
hopefully
much.
that gives you some new insight on your favorite movie.
Here's another letter from a watcher of BustMysters. Mythers. Dear BustMysters, recently my kids have been complaining, parentheses, big surprise, about me throwing beer cans at them when they make noise like breathes when I'm trying to watch The Office Superfan cuts. I'm like, okay, I'm the Michael. My wife is the Pam, but the way my kids complain, you'd think they are 3 twin Dwights. And I'm the Jim. My wife's family is Toby's. My next door neighbor is like a combined Stanley and Daryl character. Creed is my mailman. My dog is like Ryan because Michael loves Ryan and I love my dog and he ran away once. My fat brother is a Kevin, but get this, his name's Roy. I don't think him and my wife have ever had a thing, let alone been engaged for years, but he is fat. I don't know any gay Oscars. Sorry, my boss is like D'Angelo Vickers. Is a beer can with only a sip or two in it really around 40 grams, just as my little Andy's claim? So let's try that
yeah.
out.
Let's find out.
It so happens that I actually have an empty beer can right here with a couple of sips left because I can never finish a whole one.
Right.
So this is a Bud Light Lime. Let's see if it weighs around 40 grams.
Okay, let's see if we can bust this myth or confirm it.
skeptical
What's our
about this one.
hypothesis right now?
My hypothesis is going to be
Let's get it from Jamie.
Okay,
Okay,
Jamie.
well, I'm going to think about this for a little bit.
No, give it a snap decision.
Okay, well, I believe that it'll probably weigh, because of the height. This is a tall boy can.
Yeah, it is a tall boy.
Now, let's see how much this weighs. That's 18.
I think it could be close.
I think
I
it
think
could be.
we could see
I
a
think it could be.
confirmation. One of our
so
only
if it's
confirmations.
under 40 grams, I'm guessing that it wouldn't hurt so bad to have it thrown at your head at maximum speed.
Right.
If it's over 40 grams, it's going to leave a mark.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and give this a test. Is this 40 grams
Wait,
of
it's not zeroed.
0? Is this 40 grams
It's
of
not
pure-
Still not
zeroed.
zeroed.
Okay. Is this...
Why is it 12?
Just shut up. I'm trying to focus.
26.
Only 26.
26. So your little
Interesting.
kids are complaining
They're
for
whiners.
nothing. You
They
have
are
raised a bunch of
whiners.
whiners.
Complete
You did
whiners.
raise
And you were in the
whiners.
right. Because that's... take this to your head, it's nothing. Take this to your head,
Yeah.
I just go to bed.
Right. And
Take-
not because I got put out.
Take one and
When I go to
1
bed,
and,
I put out.
1 7/8 of one.
But I'm not going to get put out by a can
Hell
hitting my
no.
head.
That's
sending
not going to
to
knock
bed.
me silly.
It
You're
makes me
gonna
go to
have
bed because
do-
it's so fucking boring
If
to
you
get
want
hit by
to,
one.
I get bored when people throw beer cans at my
Me
head.
too. Me
It's
too.
really like having
It's
nothing
one of the
thrown
most
at my head.
boring things that could ever happen to you.
Now, a beer glass, that's going to
Now we're
leave a
talking.
mark. That's probably over 40 grams.
Most likely.
In the 60 territory. So we're done with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have this one letter here. Dear BustMysters, my name is Johnny Depp, the actor.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
I've been in many movies such as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory,
Yep.
Chocolat, and Black Mass. I was wondering, how much does a cowboy boot weigh? Could it be 40 grams? I don't know. That's not my kind of thing. Please weigh. Okay.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp,
Sometimes they would have celebrities on.
Yeah, I guess this is our
Mythbusters.
celebrity guest. I didn't know that.
He thinks that a cowboy boot could weigh 40 grams.
That's very
Yeah.
light for a boot.
yeah.
That's very light for a boot. I mean, I guess we can.
Do you have a cowboy?
I guess we can check.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and check. It's all zeroed out.
Take
It's
it
ready
away.
for it.
It's actually
Okay, that is
actually way heavier.
It's
around 690
690
grams.
Yeah.
grams is pretty high.
Busted.
That's going to be
That's
probably
a-
the biggest
probably the most
bust of the
comfortable.
entire episode.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I definitely, now that Pat has taken his cowboy boot off, I can tell you I am having the biggest bust of the episode.
Really?
That's right.
Yeah.
What
Speaking
does
of
that
busts,
mean?
my soul is busted.
That's sad.
Oh no, I need to get these.
Nothing about you is busted, pal.
I need to get these to the cobbler.
The cobbler can't save that.
I
You're
think
going to
you
need some
can.
elves, bro.
Yeah, you're going to need a full elf.
I'm gonna
to
need a
handle
full
that.
elf to do
Yeah.
that. Well, speaking of elves,
What?
What about elves?
Stop looking at the boot.
You're being transfixed by a
I was
boot.
transfixed by my boot. Speaking of elves, on the 11th, elf in German, there is a new bar show called
The
Alex
episode's
versus
not over
Patrick.
yet. What are you doing?
I thought the episode was over.
Why would
Oh.
the
just
Well, you could just plug it in the middle. That's,
you
that's
can.
fine. You can plug whenever. It's your show.
the episode was over.
you thought the episode was over because you got distracted by your boot?
No, we're at an hour. We're at an hour. I thought we were.
No, man, we have to bust these myths that people wrote in for.
There's truth to be told, bastard.
Okay. How many more do we have?
Probably 150.
We have 150 more?
Start with one. Let's
Okay,
go.
let's see.
Hey, BustMysters. My uncle is a construction worker. He was working on building a parking garage in. This is crazy. Speaking of elves, trying to end the episode with speaking of elves.
And speaking of elves, I thought it was cute.
Done. I didn't know we had more.
My uncle is a construction worker. He was working on building a parking garage in Fall River, Massachusetts, when the unthinkable happened. While he and his coworkers were eating out of their lunch pails up on the girder, a cable in the structure snapped loose and a steel H-beam swung around and slammed into a pile of copper tubing that was 80 stories up. It's a tall parking garage. The tubing exploded into small metal fragments and flew in every direction at high speeds. These sharp copper shards struck 7 of my uncle's coworkers in the neck and throat, killing them instantly. Their shredded carcasses tumbled to the ground below, exploding on impact like jars of jelly. 19 other workers sitting on the girder suffered grievous bodily harm and were admitted to the hospital, where they later succumbed to their injuries and also to a 10-megaton nuclear bomb that was detonated by terrorists in the ICU weeks later. Out of the 27 workers eating lunch on the girder, my uncle was the only person to escape unscathed. He was hit full force in the chest by one of the projectiles, but was completely unharmed. The EMTs said this was because he had 2.5 CDs in his front chest pocket, which absorbed the impact by distributing it across his chest. The distribution of force meant that a direct hit would have pierced his sternum and punctured his heart, only resulted in light bruising. Many members of my family have argued about this since my uncle told us this story. A lot of the details he tells us about it seem a little exaggerated, especially some of the details he gave about these 2.5 CDs, specifically their weight. So tell me, BustMysters, is the weight of 2.5 CDs really roughly 40 grams, or is my uncle's story a fabrication?
So first of all, that is unthinkable. There's no doubt. That is one of the most awful things I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we really want to delve into the macabre.
No.
Is that how you say it?
Macabre.
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 Yeah, I thought the bruh was in there.
Yeah. The bros are right here. That's right.
So luckily, we have here. I have my handy where I keep my CD
wow, you have
ROMs.
CDs.
So this is this one CD.
Okay, that's
Okay.
one.
Hold this. Don't put it on the scale yet. Well, you can, I guess. That's one. And then I got here another CD, and then of course always keep it on me. My half CD.
What the
For when I
Oh,
don't want to
interesting.
listen to a lot of music.
Or a full song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
I
is a
just
single.
want a little bit.
That's
So
single.
this weighs 36 grams.
Okay.
Oh,
It just went up to
it went to
38.
38.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
But your uncle is a fucking liar.
Yeah.
We busted his story. This shit did not happen.
And he probably lied about Vietnam too. It wasn't all that bad.
These CDs, 2.5 compact discs, weighs 38 grams. Your uncle, this did not happen to your uncle.
Yeah, it's a falsifying.
It's falsified.
yeah, so
It's
that's
fully
going to be
falsified.
busted.
That's busted. As fuck. Deeply busted.
Okay, and then I have one last letter here. This says, "Dear BustMysters, I have had an experience that I would classify as either paranormal or extraterrestrial in nature, possibly both. At 12:01 a.m. last night, a blinding blue light shone through my kitchen window. My first thought was some kind of microwave malfunction, but as I walked nearer, my fears became different than I originally planned them. Upon further inspection, the microwave was inside of the house and turned off, so there had to be another cause for the blue light. I opened my kitchen window, and in an instantaneous moment, I blinked, and I was in a strange cell. It looked like a prison. I was tied down to a table, or at least it resembled a table. Who knows what it really was? To my right, a small green humanoid creature. To my left, there was nothing there. The green one on my right started probing me with probes, or at least they seemed like probes to my earthling mind. It was then that I realized that the restraints holding me were meant for a much weaker creature than myself, and I could easily break out of them by flexing. So I did. I viciously attacked the green in front of me, and I ended up ripping his head clean off. His shoulders. I sat there like...
No neck. This species has no neck.
No neck, so that's
Wow.
interesting. I sat there like, WTF, how do I get home? As I sat there, I realized the head probably weighed around 40 grams. Interesting weight, I thought, but far from the most interesting part of this tale. I blinked again and I was back in my kitchen on the floor of my house. I was holding a buzzball, a green buzzball. So I'm wondering now if an alien head would weigh around 40 grams.
I don't have an alien head.
Well, it just so happens that as a special effects master, of which you would be familiar with this line of work, I have procured a tiny green alien head. So let's go ahead and see if this little bad boy weighs 40
Does this really
Gs.
weigh 40 grams, or is this myth busted?
Yes, because otherwise it's a complete tall tale.
Yeah.
Because
An
it's
urban legend.
Because it's BS if it's not true.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and put it to the test. And here we go. Your entire reputation lays on this one head. So, first of all, it fell over, which
it does
means
not
that
want to be weighed. Okay, it almost did again.
It's actually very light.
80.
Exactly
It's
double.
double.
It's double. I
So
thought
that's
it was
busted.
8.
Wow.
That's completely busted.
hugely busted
So
to a
this
degree
story,
of 2.
you came to me with a story that turns out to be complete fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And I don't take kindly to liars.
No.
So I might have to fucking kill you.
We barely confirmed anything today. It seems like all we can do is bust.
It seems like all I
Yeah.
look
when we
around
get
and
together,
see,
we just fucking bust.
We just bust all over
I look
each
around
other.
and I see
Bust all
liars,
day.
open mouths that I can just bust on.
Look
Yeah.
at the detritus of our bust
This is
laying across our
disgusting.
table.
There's
We
too much-
busted everything across
Look
the
at this
table.
bag of white bust.
This is disgusting. And
Cans of bust sitting
Cans
around
of
on the
bust
table.
sitting busteries.
well, on the bright side,
Triple D busteries.
we can know that we have gotten to the truth of the entire matter.
Yeah. We have delved deep into the world of mysteries. short.
Busted.
They've been busted, busted, backslided,
And now-
backslapped.
It's completely
And bourguignoned.
and bourguignoned. The truth is laid bare
Like
in
beef
front of you.
bourguignon.
All we can do is
Yeah.
lay the truth bare in front of you. It's your choice
We
to
just
bust.
hope that you'll eat it. All we can do is bust in front of you. We hope you'll eat it.
Okay. June 11th.
This is one myth that's confirmed.
This is
This is a
confirmed.
confirmed myth.
Here's a
Wait, is it-
confirmed
wait.
truth.
Let me confirm.
Wait,
Actually,
wait.
Jamie, is it true that there's a bar show on
June 11th.
June 11th
at the
June
Windjammer?
11th at the Windjammer at 7:30 p.m.
Is that true, Jamie?
Yes, it's
And-
true.
and
And
is it-
Esther Fallick, Nick Naney, and Assad Benbow are going to be on it.
Is that true or is it confirmed?
And it's going to be co-hosted.
We'll
and
have
it's
to test this.
confirmed that it's going to be co-hosted by Alex Forrest.
And I've heard a mythical legend that there will be music accompaniment
music accompaniment by somebody
by Caleb Pitts.
named Caleb Pitts. I wonder.
Well,
Who
is that
is.
confirmed?
That has been confirmed.
Hit the confirmed. Oh, no. I didn't even realize I was on camera with this disgusting overlay.
All right. The shareholder meeting this month. Will there be a shareholder meeting this month?
Confirmed.
It
It's
will
been
be
confirmed.
June 28th.
It will be June 28th at 6 p.m. So if you want to come to it, it's a Discord call where we give presentations and we do a Q&A. It's about the state of the company, Sullivan the Frog Enterprises. If you would wish to join it, upgrade your pledge on Patreon. If you aren't on Patreon, you should subscribe to it because there's a lot of stuff on there that you'll enjoy. Beers We Drank, Movie Mondays.
Tiny mists that we may bust.
We might bust every week on Patreon
Who
from now
knows?
on.
Maybe this will
We
become a
might
recurring
bust every
series where we weigh different things to bust them.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for being here, and good night. Good night. I'm gonna go. Sailor, Feral, Sander, Gary. I think I agree with that. My switch carries enough. Yeah, Sander has years, but he also has validity. Okay, bro. Validity. No, Andre. Yeah. Feeler, Feeler, yeah. Heart, wow. Roland, that's okay. All right, Patrick, me. That's whatever the election. It's like you I know, I did videos. I think I go.